Podcast going right to the phone lines. Good morning, Christene. How are you?
Good morning, Don. How are you?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I see Annie Yates is calling me. Annie, well, before we get started, I'm going to call you back, Annie. I have some good news for you, too, by the way. Go ahead, Christene. I'm sorry.
Your phone is ringing off the hook today.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I needed to stay at 10:30. I don't know. But go right ahead. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. You were mentioning having adult children in your home, and it made me think about, you and I talk about advance directives and power of attorneys and things of that nature. I don't think that a lot of parents or people that are taking care or have grown children know that once a child becomes 21 or 18 in some cases, you can no longer sign for them if they're ill or go into the hospital. You can't make decisions for that person. They are required to have their own POA, power of attorney, designate who they want to carry out their wishes in case they're incapable of doing it. So the advance directives and the power of attorney, both financial and medical, are extremely important if you have grown children living in your home.
I concur. And if you have loved ones that's doesn't have the ability to answer questions for themselves, for an example, loved ones with Alzheimer's, dementia, organic brain syndrome, Lou Gehrig's disease, you need a POA for them. You need to make decisions for them before even a life insurance policy. People with Alzheimer's, dementia, or Lou Gehrig's disease, they cannot sign for themselves, or we cannot pull the money directly from their checking account. So this is one of the reasons I do invite you on my show, Christene, so we can educate our listeners.
Thank you.
The importance of having a power of attorney to help your loved ones to making those final decisions.
And it's really any parent with a child that's 18, or even if they're in college, you really actually should have something in case they get hurt there and you get that phone call. You really can't sign anything on their behalf.
Okay. Well, that's news you could use. Christene, also, what other services do you offer for our listeners?
I try to help people who have not done their estate planning prevent their home from going into probate. I prepare what's called a right of survivorship deed, where you add a family member to your deed so that when something happens to you, that home is immediately passed down to that next person. They just have to take a death certificate and their ID to the recorder's office, and that home can be transferred to their name. And if you don't have a family member that you'd like to leave your property to, we do a deed called deed upon death, where you can decide right now, when something happens to me, this is what I want to happen to my home. Whether it's paid for or not, that document is recorded right now immediately. So upon your passing, the house can be transferred. Again, just a death certificate is required, and that property will go to the person that you designate.
Right. And
some of the other things that go ahead.
No, and that's why it's good to have a trust or a trustee.
Yes.
Just in case you're grown, you're adults, you have no surviving children or relatives. So all your relatives are deceased, your children are deceased. You could also leave your home to a church, or I'll take your home. I mean, just I'll be anybody's beneficiary with no charge, or I'll be anyone's beneficiary. I just want to let you put it out there. Don Marquez beneficiary services are available to anyone that needs a beneficiary. I'm here.
You can leave it to an organization, like you said.
I'm just trying to help,
But it's good to have those things. That's how we create, like you say, generational wealth.
Absolutely.
And keep the state from collecting your property.
Yeah.
I'm also a mobile notary, and I can help with speeding tickets. If you have not, and you mentioned that in the opening, if you have not paid for those tickets, you should reach out to me prior to paying for the ticket, so we can attempt to get it reduced to a parking ticket and it doesn't get rated on your insurance.
Absolutely. Give them your contact information, please.
I can be reached at 702-857-4401. And if you'd like to check out some of our services, my website is www.everything-legal.com. And again, my phone number is 702-857-4401.
Thank you, Christine. Get better. I hear it in your voice. You know, I hear it in your voice. That's what you get for going out and late at night partying. So it's getting cool now. You got to wrap up.
I got to wrap up. It's catching up with me.
Yeah,
thanks for having me on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I actually feel better than I sound. So it's just the voice.
Oh, okay. Well, get well soon. Take care of yourself.
All right. We'll talk soon.
Take care.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Christine. Christine Bernard, team member of Your Insurance Connection. Her phone number again is 702-857-4401. And then she didn't mention, I don't think she mentioned that she's a traveling notary too as well. She can help you if you need a notary. Call Christine. Tell her you heard it right here at Your Insurance Connection on Power 88, KCEP, home of the People Station.